Now, obviously, sanity does not mean never having unreasonable moments. We all do, mostly at rental car counters. But it doesn't mean that in hindsight, we can't reconsider some of our more profane moments. We asked a couple of people who've had some notable public meltdowns to, in the spirit of sanity, take the opportunity to perhaps make things right. Please welcome some of the most notorious of our temporarily less than reasonable brethren.
A JetBlue flight ran into turbulence today on the ground. The plane from Pittsburgh had just landed in New York City when a flight attendant got into a heated argument with a passenger. Steve Slater
deployed the emergency slide and made a grand exit.
He says a rude passenger pushed him over the edge.
Passengers can be rude, sometimes even nasty, but I could have found a more productive way of expressing my frustrations than freaking out and cursing at a plane full of passengers just trying to get out of Pittsburgh. I could have written a book on baggage etiquette, or maybe a hug would have solved the whole thing. We'll never know. But next time, I'll try to work things through before losing my cool.
Prostitution whore. F***ing gay. 1910. You stupid bitch. Come into my chair.
Although I felt disrespected by Danielle, there was no need to shout, overturn a table. Also, I recognize that there are many reasons why a person in a bad situation might turn to sex work. And it's not my place to judge.
All right. An incredible gathering here in the mall today. But I think we all know it doesn't matter what we say or do here today. It matters what is reported about what we said or did here today. And as we all know, there are really only two options in terms of reporting on a rally. Either it was a tremendous success, or a horrendous failure, staged by a fringe movement. To show us how that works, we've got Wyatt Cenac and Jason Jones covering our own rally from both perspectives. Wyatt, how's it going out there?
John, look at them. A vast swath of America. Freedom-loving, patriotic Americans brought together by the common optimism of a perfect future. Walking around, meeting some of these Americans, I've been inspired by people like this. You, sir or madam, what is your name?
Nancy.
That's great. And are you connecting with your fellow man out here? What? That's great. So there you have it, John. It's a peaceful gathering of everyday folks here to bring some common sense back to Washington. Just doing their part in that little game that we call America. As we look to a brighter future and a better tomorrow today.
Very positive, Wyatt, very positive. It's time for the negative. Let's kill this pretty gym shot. We're going handhelds. Come on, shake that camera up. Shake it up. Now, John, from where I'm standing, I'm seeing something completely different. I'm looking around at this crowd, not sure, knowing what they want. One thing is for sure, it's pretty sparse. I do not see many people here. Now, it's unclear what they want or why the hell they're even here. But for the most part, they seem like a disorganized mass of activists here to push their own pet cause or grievance. I'll show you what I'm talking about. What's your name, sir? Kevin. Kevin, that sounds French. Kevin, I just saw a free mumia sign over there. Is that why you're here? Is that what you're all about? Interesting. Very interesting. At the rally to restore sanity, people can't even agree on what sanity is. Is that what you're all about? No. Sir, calm down. Don't raise your voice at me, sir. Calm down. John, we're on the brink of chaos down here. I'm going to throw it back up. That's assault, sir! That is assault! John, get me out of here!
Thank you very much, Jason Jones and Wyatt Cenac. Of course, no rally would be complete without some type of award ceremony honoring those who exemplify the spirit of the gathering. To that end, we've decided to give out medals to 4 individuals who demonstrated rationality and sanity in the face of difficult circumstances. Oh my God, it's the black copters. The black helicopters they always talk about. Oh, it's traffic, sorry. Let's present our first Medal of Reasonableness. As you can see, it's not very large, small enough to put in your pocket, yet not so small there's any danger of small children accidentally swallowing it. Also, it has an owl on it because that seemed just as good as any animal, and it was cheaper. Presenting our first Medal of Reasonableness honoree. Only 20 times in Major League history has a pitcher thrown a perfect game, 27 up and 27 down. What Armando Galarraga was on his way to doing this year in Detroit. For his 27th out, he just needed to get the runner at first base, and he did, according to everyone but this guy. A good man and a good umpire. He made one bad call. Now, of course, it's baseball. People react like this to a bad strike call, or when the ball takes a bad bounce, or if the Gatorade is too warm. And there are bats there. But here's how Galarraga handled it.
Oh, nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect. Everybody's making a mistake.
And the next day, Galarraga went out to home plate to greet the umpire with a handshake and some kind words. Armando Galarraga lives in Venezuela, which is an unreasonably far distance to travel for this award. So he is accepting via videotape.
Thank you, y'all, for having me. I'm sorry I can't make over there with you. And thank you so much for giving me this award. It's an honor for me, and I appreciate it so much. And I met umpire Jim Joyce. He's a good man. He's a good umpire. He's doing his best. And hopefully next time he give me a big strike zone. Thank you.
Armando Galarraga, our first recipient of the Sanity Award. We're very excited for him.
All right, beautiful ones. Sorry, John. Got something to do here. Jon Stewart may have given his reasonable medals, but I have a medal of my own to award today. I am proud to present the first annual Stephen Colbert Fear Award. Each recipient today will receive this handsome bronze Fear Medal depicting a naked man running with scissors. Each medal bears the inscription Kawe ne cadmium sit, which means warning may contain cadmium. In Latin, a dead language. Chuck, let's hear about the first honoree. Our first Fear Medal goes to those news organizations who barred their employees from attending John's rally. CBS, the AP, the New York Times, and especially National Public Radio. Oh no, not NPR. If their employees attend John's rally, someone might think that NPR is liberal. No one could tell from the free Pledge Drive hemp fiber tote bags they use to carry their organic kale roll-ups to their compost parties. And since they wouldn't allow any of their employees to attend, I am forced to present this award to someone with more courage, a 7-year-old girl. Come on out, darling. What's your name? Hi, Haley. Now, little girl, are you scared to be here?
No, this is fun.
Wear it with pride, darling. Great job. 7-year-old girl, everybody. Oh, and Haley, look out for cooties. There is a huge cooties epidemic out there, but you won't hear about that story on NPR. John, the floor is yours.
Thank you, sir.